back half.
Qb on the offense. That penalty has been used. Fourth down. Timeout. Taft.
Smart timeout to kill the clock. Get the ball back. See that clipping infraction again as Armstrong came downfield. Clipping against Steve Cortez, number 2.
Almost after the play. Well, we'll see Taft with the football one more time, it appears. A lot of people have packed up, certainly on the Taft side, and headed for the exits here tonight. Good chance, I guess, right now to wish everybody happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year.
You know, there's a game coming on Classic Sports next week. It's BYU, the Miracle Bowl against SMU, where they rallied from 20 points down, right? Like 3.5 or 4 minutes to go. So I guess it's impossible. But the way San Pedro's played tonight, again, it's highly unlikely. The Cats will get the ball back.
Unfortunately, that's the only game BYU will be playing in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's a replay from like 20 years ago. How about Mike Walsh, though? Getting this repeat. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that felt that they'd win the city championship. Although it was open this year, a lot of close teams. Danilo in trouble again, and it's deflected, and again Danilo got it out of there, and there's a marker down as they ran into the kicker.
I wondered about that call. If it's running into the kicker on a loose ball like that, that's questionable, but it isn't. It's actually against San Pedro. Or it's against Taft.
Yeah, they ran into Danilo, but was the ball deflected?
I thought the ball hit the ground, and the ball was deflected. Not a correct call. Incorrect. Once the ball is bounces off the ground, or if you get a piece of it, see, there's a ball on the ground right there, and there's the block right there. So that should be Taft's ball where it landed.
Well, now Taft couldn't even win on Classic Sports. There'll be no comeback for the Toreadors.
Personal ball, roughing the kicker, on the defense, automatic first down.
Now the Pirates now know they have the crown. Yeah, they deserve it. They came out here and outplayed Taft in the first half, controlled the football game. The Toreadors in the second half, Troy Starr said at intermission, it's a gut check for his team. They came out and had chances, but each time they drove into Mike Walsh's team's territory, they had an answer for the Toreadors.
And there's a great football coach.
And he does interviews after games, by the way, so hopefully Gary Bozé will be able to get to Mike Walsh and get his reaction to his second consecutive title. Talks about his staff more than anything else, doesn't want to take individual credit. What a job he's done at San Pedro. And we'll probably see a bucket before this one's over, huh, John? I saw that with the Rio game.
Maybe. I don't know. It's awful cold down there. We are going to see Jonathan Marselis at quarterback. He just came in for Sean Armstrong. Are they really getting the bucket ready? Oh, man.
And Marcellus just kneels down.
And they got him.
Everybody's getting sprayed on that sideline. It's just tradition now. Block under a minute.
To recognize the outstanding efforts of KLCS, Los Angeles.
So El Camino Royale is the 3A champion, and San Pedro is the 4A champion. And a soaking wet Mike Walsh, and he doesn't care. They're after him again.
You got to hide behind the referee.
He handles the water better than Rick Hayashida did, though. The Pirates are about to be crowned, and their fans celebrate it, and Troy Starr knows it. The Pirates win by 24-9. 13-1, 9 in a row, 2 4A championships in succession, 4 titles in the 90s. They now, year in and year out, at least for the rest of the century, will be the team to beat in city football. They made the big plays at the big time and denied a very talented Taft team with great athletes the big play. All the big plays went to San Pedro.
They deserve it. They worked hard. They played tough, and they are characteristic of what we talked about all week. They play hard. They play in-your-face football. They play the run well. They're well coached, well disciplined, and they deserve it. They deserve it. Mike Walsh, all loosened up now.
And their path to this championship, not an easy one. They had to go through Narbonne, Fremont, Westchester, and Taft. Westchester and Taft, the top 2 seeds in the tournament. So Mike Walsh and company, his players, really deserve this crown. See Eric Sonheimer, he's always out there. He's always in the news.
I'm surprised Sonheimer didn't go out there when there's a couple of seconds left to get the first quote of the night.
We said if it's a big game, Eric Sonheimer would be here.
And
if it's a big moment, Eric Sonheimer's got the moment.
He wants the natural reaction. Well, congratulations to Mike Walsh. Congratulations to Troy Starr as well. Both coaches took their teams a long way this year. Troy's not happy, and you wouldn't expect him to be, but to finish 12-1 is something to be proud of. Obviously, you want to win the big game, but you know what? You're never going to always win the big game. You're always going to win some, lose some. That's the oldest cliche I've ever heard.
Well, when you lose by 15 points last year, the disappointment was such a tight game. Troy Starr felt he had the better team, losing 22-20. I don't know that he had the better team this year. I just think this is a well-coached, solid San Pedro football team that from the beginning of the game took control of the contest, and Taft really never had a great look at the game.
I agree. San Pedro's play early. They got the early field goal and made it stand up for a long time, giving up just the one touchdown. The safety late in the game was a gift when Danello kicked the ball out the end zone after the bad snap. But there's the champion, and there is their leader, and the players exchanging handshakes around the 50. And we'll get the trophies momentarily, and another good show put on. This game, such as it was, San Pedro in charge, but Taft always creeping in the third quarter. It just seemed like one or two plays, one or two balls, one or two of those slant plays gets caught, and Taft would have been right back in the game.
Well, Troy Starr, this has got to be a tough moment for him. It's been a tough week. We documented his illness. He had the flu. He knows that San Pedro came up and took control. His team was beaten 24-9. Let's go downstairs to Gary Bozay.
Okay, we have Mike Walsh here, head coach of the San Pedro Pilots, who won another city championship. Coach, what was working for you tonight? Because you had complete control from the very start.
I don't know the way I complete control. That's a very good team, one of the best teams we played all year. I'll tell you, our kids weren't the best team on the field. I'm not sure they were the best team on the field anyway. I'm not sure they were the best team in the playoffs. They believed, and they fought through it. We have a coach on our staff who became very ill before the season and came back. We had a booster who passed away last year. They kind of rally around these things. They learned about Coach Tedesco's illness in the paper the other day, and these kids were going to play. They were going to play.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about the broken wing T formation that you guys use. Is that really tough to defend?
I don't know. I guess it was tonight. It got us, 24 points, so it was tough enough.
Now, this year, you had some people returning back here. There was a lot of talk that you weren't the strongest team in the conference. What did you tell your players coming into the second half?
We had some things happen to us during the season. We lost our fifth ball game of the season to Washington, a very good school and very good football team, and it kind of woke us up. It kind of made us realize that we had to rededicate ourselves to this, that it wasn't going to be an easy path before that, it had been 18 victories in a row. Some guys thought we were going to jump on a sailboat and just go, you know, but it woke us up. We regrouped, we made some changes, and the kids fought back through it. They believed in the coaching staff, and the coaching staff believed in them.
Well, it's a well-deserved victory. Once again, congratulations, Coach. Thank you. Great. Back to the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Gary. Fine job downstairs tonight. Mike Walsh this year said he wasn't sure he had the best team, maybe not the best team in the tournament, but they're certainly well coached. You know, San Pedro averages 24 a game. They get their 24 points. They limit their opponents to just above 10. They limit Taft to 9. So they did everything like they do all year long. Enough on offense, great defense, big plays, denying the other team. They're a championship football team.
And even though Mike Walsh doesn't take a lot of the credit, doesn't look for the credit himself, this is a guy who can really coach the game of football. The defending champions come back, they get seated low, they work their way through the playoffs in the rain and in the mud, get back to the title game and beat a very good, well-coached Taft team. So I think Mike Walsh gets a lot of credit and is deserving of that.
And Walsh's team was down to Fremont 9-0 in the fourth quarter, rallied there. No one thought they'd get by Westchester at Westchester. They win in double overtime on a dramatic touchdown catch, and they come out and dominate Taft tonight and win by 15 points. Jeff, it was a lot of fun.
Great game. We enjoyed it, and a lot of fun. High school football really alive and well in Los Angeles.
Our doubleheader is now indeed complete. El Camino Real over Carson in the 3A game, 42-0. And in the 4A game, it was all San Pedro. They repeat as champions. The big play, 68 yards to Parker near the end of the first half. The backbreaker tonight for the Pirates. They win 24-9. For Jeff Nathanson and Gary Bose and the entire KLCS Channel 58 crew, I'm Randy Rosenblum. Good night from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.